From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good morning and happy Friday. Whoop, whoop. We made it, almost made it to the weekend. We do have some cold overnight lows over the next couple nights, could be down into freezing territory, but overall the trend is going to be warmer and also much drier over the next 7 days. For now, we'll focus in on the potential for freezing lows over the next couple nights. And first, we'll start off by talking about the temperatures for this morning. 41 for the Tri-Cities, 37 for Walla Walla, 43 in Yakima. You're going to have to bundle up to some extent as you're headed out the front door. Highs only going to end up around 60 for a lot of us today for lower elevations. That's actually going to be about 5-ish degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Then overnight lows dropping down. You see many of us right around freezing for tonight. And for tomorrow night, less so, 35 for the Tri-Cities, 34 for Yakima, but still pretty close to that freezing threshold of 32 in Ellensburg. And those overnight lows going to trend way up over the next 7 nights. But for the next couple nights, take those steps to protect the 4 Ps, especially the plants. That would be the big one around this time of the year. You saw the overnight lows trending up, the afternoon highs trending up as well. We'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And right now, a shocking DUI arrest in Moses Lake after troopers say a driver was more than 5 times the legal limit. Now a message from State Patrol and what they're urging drivers to do before getting behind the wheel. Plus, a warning from a local school district after multiple incidents involving realistic-looking water guns on campus. This morning, the consequences if their rules are violated. And a small school district was on the brink of shutting down after millions in debt put its future at risk. Now, last-minute funding and community support are helping to keep classrooms open, but see why the work is far from over. All that and more coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning. Hope your Friday is off to a great start. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redmond. Your time is 6:03. Get a designated driver. That's the message from Washington State Patrol after an arrest in Moses Lake had a pretty shocking outcome. A trooper arrested a driver suspected of a DUI Tuesday night, and the preliminary breath test apparently registered at .425, meaning they were more than 5 times the legal limit while operating a motor vehicle. WSP says no one was hurt and they hope the situation raises awareness. They encourage anyone driving erratically to call them, adding 50% of their DUI arrests stem from those calls. After several incidents involving realistic-looking water guns, the Grandview School District is reminding families that replica weapons are not allowed on campus. Officials say some water guns look like real firearms and can be mistaken for the real thing, creating safety concerns. The district warns students who bring replica weapons to school could face serious discipline, including suspension or even expulsion. Parents are encouraged to talk with their kids to help keep schools safe for everyone. The Prescott School District is working through a major financial crisis that put its future at risk. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with district leaders about how fundraising efforts are helping to keep the district open.
The Prescott School District, a small rural district in Walla Walla County with about 220 students, serves families across the Prescott area, including surrounding farms, orchards, and nearby communities. However, the district has faced ongoing financial challenges and has been under what's known as binding conditions, meaning it has struggled to produce a balanced budget to the state. But when Superintendent Jeff Fordish took over the district this past fall, he says the situation turned out to be far more serious than expected.
When I took over, I believe we were going to be about $600,000 in debt, and that we were going to have a plan for. And we thought we were going to be able to do that through some small staffing cuts and some property sales, and thought things were going to work out and we were going to move on our way. Turned out that after I did take over and I got more information that we were about approximately $1.8 million in debt, and this district works on about a $6 million budget.
Fordish says despite those financial challenges, the district has been working closely with the state's Office of Financial Oversight and the local community to develop a plan to raise funds and stabilize its finances.
And what the state told me we had to do is they gave me 3 parameters. They told me we had to sell properties, which we did. We sold what is known as the Teacher's Cottage in Prescott, where the superintendent actually used to live, and now, of course, no longer lives. We sold that to the city of Prescott. It's now Prescott City Hall, which was a big help in this. We also have done lots of community fundraising. So between the property sale and the community fundraising, we're somewhere in $650,000 raised.
School district officials tell me that Prescott Schools was extremely close to shutting its doors for good at the beginning of this month. However, that all changed with some last-minute funding allocation by the state legislature.
Also, we're asked to talk to our legislator, Perry Dozier, to get help, and through his help in the state, we'll be receiving $600,000 money that was given from the state to a school district called Marysville in the Seattle area that was left over when they were in financial conditions.
While the district still has a long way to go, Fordish says there is now a path forward as they continue working to pay down the remaining debt.
We're in the neighborhood of $700,000 still in debt. We do have payment plans for all of those things, thanks to the help of our vendors, thanks to the help of OSPI, and we do have plans that we will be able to pay that off, and then we will be debt-free 1 year from right now.
The Prescott School District says it's continuing to work towards becoming debt-free while supporting its students and staff. In Prescott, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
District leaders say continued community support will be key as they work to fully recover financially. Your time is 6:07 here on your Friday. New debates this morning over who helps shape preventive health guidelines and what that could mean for costs and care. This as a measles outbreak is prompting health alerts at a local school. Plus, a long-running debate over student athletes continues with a key vote and a measure now headed to the ballot. How these issues could impact your community. And Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth coming back with a look at your weekend forecast. Here's a live look from Ellensburg here on your Friday. A gorgeous shot out there this morning. A little bit chilly, but guess what? Warmer weather is on the way. Find out when you can expect some almost, I would call it, picture-perfect weather coming up.
It's time to see Walkers in a whole new way during the grand reopening sales event this week at all locations as they showcase their newly remodeled stores with modern new looks and designs filled with fun new furniture items and beautiful outdoor furniture showrooms with outdoor patio sets and fire pits made for the Northwest. Plus, special financing is available so you can get it today and pay for it over time. This week at all Walkers Furniture locations.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow. And Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm the key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
Since 1968, Sundown M Ranch has helped over 200,000 patients and families recover from the effects of substance use disorders.
I was ashamed, humiliated, and not sure if I could be helped, but I listened and found a completely different way to live by spending time at Sundown.
I did not believe there was a way out of the dark hole my life had become. Sundown M Ranch provided a foundation for me to find a new way to live.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
My experience at Broadmoor RV has been professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
For me, what I was impressed about was no pressure whatsoever, and we had a lot to choose from, which was great.
Don't wait. It's as simple as that. It's just a great way to spend time with your family.
It feels like a home away from home.
Broadmoor RV makes camping fun.
Good Morning Northwest, #1 in the morning. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now, on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We are going to be warming things up over the next 7 days. We've been stuck in the 60s for the last couple days, and it's going to be nice to return to the 70s. Now, current temperatures out there, 30s and 40s, 41 for the Tri-Cities, 37 for Walla Walla, 43 for Yakima. So obviously you have to bundle up to some extent this morning as you're headed out the front door. Here is your day planner forecast for this Friday for the Yakima Valley. Temperatures getting into the mid-50s by lunchtime, closer to 60 for the warmest part of the day. Lots of sunshine all throughout the day. It is going to be a fantastic day out there. So for today across the map for lower elevations, we're going to be looking at temperatures getting up into the 50s and 60s. Some residual breezes still left out there, and maybe a stray sprinkle for the Bluefoot Hills of Walla Walla County, but otherwise this is going to be a mostly dry and a mostly sunny day. Okay, the forecast highs stepping up their game over the next week. You see, no one day is going to have like a huge temperature fluctuation. It's just going to be this very gradual, almost like symmetrical step up to around 75 degrees in the Yakima Valley by next Wednesday and Thursday, which is going to flip us to being, I'm going to go back here, we are a few degrees below average for today by about 5 degrees, but we'll end up being about 5 to 10 degrees above average by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday again of next week. Pollen, these numbers are about where you would expect them for this time of the year. The top allergens have changed. It's now alder, ash, and juniper. Okay, and this is not going to help out with the pollen. Not a lot of rainfall in the forecast for the next 7 days. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. There is some pushback to a proposal from the Health and Human Services Secretary to change who serves on a key preventive care panel. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wants to add specialists to the group, which is currently made up of primary care doctors. The panel plays a major role in setting guidelines for screenings and preventative services, including cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. Those recommendations can also impact costs. Health and Human Services is now accepting nominations for new members with the expectation they could begin serving as soon as July. Back here at home, Kittitas County health officials are responding to a measles outbreak linked to a local elementary school. Here's what we know. The Kittitas County Public Health Department says 3 confirmed measles cases have put the county in outbreak status. Officials are working with Valley View Elementary School in Ellensburg, where potential exposures happened between April 8th and April 15th. Health leaders are urging families to monitor for symptoms and follow guidance to help prevent any further spread. In sports now, a proposed amendment that would limit participation in girls' sports to only biological females failed to pass in a vote by the WIAA. If approved, the amendment would have been advisory in nature, meaning school districts would not be required to enforce the policies. Currently, the proposal would violate Washington state law if passed. Back in October of 2025, the Kennewick School Board publicly supported the amendment.
I'm a father of 2 daughters. I had one that played high school swimming. My wife also was a coach at the same time. I also have a daughter who played high school soccer, who plays college soccer now. I know for a fact that neither one of them would feel comfortable in that position.
The WIAA stated if state law changes in the future, they hold the authority to revise policies as necessary. It's now 6:15. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, Josh's coming back with another check of your weather forecast. This is a live look from Richland this morning. A gorgeous shot here. A lot of folks wondering, though, after all the rain we've been seeing lately, could more be on the way? He's talking about our chances after this.
Don't you look dapper standing at the altar?
It's the hair.
I don't know, you think?
What else? The powder blue tuxedo, the terrified expression, the sweat circles under my arms.
Okay, yeah, it's the hair.
It's the hair.
Anniversaries are special, and we're celebrating ours with a guaranteed $1 million giveaway. To enter, just play with your free Canvas Rewards card all year long, only at Northern Quest. 25 years bold.
Remember 1981? Car payments were $200, maybe $300 a month? Yeah, we missed that. During our 45th anniversary, we're not bringing back the 17% interest rates or the hairstyles. But we are bringing back something better. Payments that actually make sense. Drive home a new Subaru with modern tech, safety, and reliability. With real offers that work today. Enter to win $4,500 for you and $4,500 for a local nonprofit. Stop by any McCurley location to enter. No purchase necessary. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
My experience at Broadmoor RV has been professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
For me, what I was impressed about was no pressure whatsoever, and we had a lot to choose from, which was great.
Don't wait. It's as simple as that. It's just a great way to spend time with your family.
It feels like a home away from home.
Broadmoor RV makes camping fun.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
Apple Valley News Now, honored to be Emmy nominated for investigative reporting of the Sarah Clayson case, the off-duty trooper who police say drove drunk and crashed into a motorcycle, killing the driver. Apple Valley News Now, demanding answers and always on your side.
I saw my husband and co-host in Fallen Angels. You did not sign my program.
Next live from Broadway's Fallen Angels, Kelly O'Hara plus Nia Long. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. The forecast is going to stay mostly dry over the next 7 days. Obviously, we need much more mountain snow, and we'll have a lot more to say about that coming up a little bit later in the show. But the reason why we're going to continue to be so dry and also why our temperatures are going to trend up will be because of this spinning blue H on the map. This area of high pressure, really it acts as a dome, and so this is going to keep us dry and trend us warmer over the next 7 days. So let's take it back to day number 1, Friday. Let's take you on a zone-by-zone tour of this Friday forecast. We start off up in the Cascades, where highs are going to get up into the 40s and 50s. And then for the Kittitas Valley, look, good for you guys. Y'all been dealing with 50, 60-mile-per-hour gusts over the past couple days. Today, gusts are going to have a hard time getting up to 15 miles per hour. 56 in Ellensburg. Then for the Yakima Valley, right around 60 degrees for today. Could be a little bit blustery here, some of those gusts out of the north and east. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, we'll have highs around 60, mid-50s up and down the Blue Foothills. A low-end chance that we could see a sprinkle or two for today. You can track those hour-by-hour chances yourself by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. But again, in general, across the map, a mostly sunny and a mostly dry day. A few more clouds up in the blues, but just a 10% chance of a shower here with highs getting into the 30s and 40s. Okay, this weekend in the Tri-Cities, beautiful weekend, highs in the mid-60s. If you want to technically split hairs, more sunshine for Saturday as opposed to Sunday, but just a beautiful weekend to be outside. And look at this, a whole bunch of zeros on the map for precip chances for the Tri-Cities over the next 7 days. So, of course, we always want to see some sort of rainfall in the forecast. We're just not going to get it, but the silver lining, and it's a big one, is that, man, our weather is just going to be gorgeous over this next week. So here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Lots of sunshine with highs in the 60s and eventually 70s over the next 7 days. In Yakima, some residual breezes today and tomorrow, then perhaps a shower on Sunday. For Ellensburg, like we were just talking about, finally a break from the winds through Sunday, then turning a little breezy next week. Nothing to be concerned with for now. Then for Hermiston, a very pleasant stretch of spring weather ahead of us, and back to sunny and 75 territory by next Thursday, my favorite kind of weather. And finally for Walla Walla, maybe a stray sprinkle today. Small shower and thunderstorm chances could come back around by Sunday and Monday. Looks to be our most active stretch of weather over this next week, and look at those chances. Only 10 to 20%.
Looking forward to that sunny and 75 type weather. Thank you so much, Josh. Still ahead, a major money move from one of the biggest names in streaming as Netflix announces a big stock buyback after backing out of a high-stakes deal. Plus, a look at what people are really listening to as Spotify reveals its most streamed artists, songs, and podcasts, from billion-dollar decisions to your daily playlist. What's trending in entertainment news is coming up.
Walla Walla Sweets Baseball has been a beacon of our community spirit for 16 seasons. But behind every swing and every catch lies a question: where do our players call home during the season? The answer is simple: with you, our incredible host families. It's more than just housing a player, it's about becoming part of their journey. Watching our players chase their dreams is incredibly rewarding. Become a host family and be part of something bigger than the game. Together, we are Walla Walla Sweets.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow. And Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
Looking for high quality and low prices? Then Furniture Row's Super 7-Day Sale is for you. That's 7 days to shop and save with great deals store-wide, like the Conway reclining sofa for only $11 a month, the Sadie Dining Group now just $13 a month, and the Mountain View bed for only $17 a month. And no bedroom is complete without a mattress. Get a Colorado Queen starting at only $5 a month. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. But don't wait, the Super 7-Day Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
If you want more miles per gallon and less pain at the pump, check out Honda, America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker, featuring the award-winning Civic Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, and Accord Hybrid. So whether it's a trip across country for vacation or just across town for practice, Honda helps make your ride more affordable. And right now, well-qualified buyers can lease CR-V Hybrid for $289 a month or get 2.49% APR financing. For deals and details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee, Apple Valley News Now.
Always on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. Paramount takeover of Warner Brothers Discovery is moving forward. This after shareholders approved the deal at a special meeting on Thursday. The approval was expected with Paramount offering $31 per share, significantly above where the stock was trading just a year ago.
Company leaders say they hope to close the deal by the end of September, but regulatory challenges from states in Europe could still delay that timeline.
That same deal is now having a ripple effect across the streaming industry, including at Netflix. Netflix says its board approved a $25 billion stock buyback, a move aimed at boosting share value and returning cash to investors.
The company's stock had taken a hit after it previously agreed to a massive deal involving Warner Brothers streaming and studios business, but Netflix backed out after Paramount Skydance stepped in with a higher takeover bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. Now Netflix says it's shifting focus, planning to invest billions into new content while resuming its share buyback program.
Spotify is marking its 20th anniversary by revealing what music its users have streamed the most. All right, Josh, you ready for it? The artist in the top spot. Well, she's on your screen right now, so big guesses here, right? Taylor Swift.
No way.
Act shocked. Bad Bunny takes second place in that category and actually has the #1 album.
And The Weeknd's Blinding Lights is the most streamed song. That really had, that just takes me back to the pandemic, so yes. And in a non-music category, the Joe Rogan Experience is the top podcast. The most popular audiobook is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas.
How about that? 20 years of Spotify.
Yes, how about that? Can we go back to the streaming, all the Netflix and the Paramount thing?
Yeah.
No matter what happens with all that, I know you're not lowering prices for consumers, so I just want to throw that shot out there.
Here we go. Yep. We'll put your little stand out, your soapbox. You can stand on it for a quick little minute there.
Yep. And just let me go. I'll go for 30 minutes.
All right, your time is 6:26. A change of course in Yakima as city leaders reverse a decision that would have kept park bathrooms closed. What led up to the decision and what other projects could still be up for discussion. And Franklin County leaders are looking ahead, working on a plan that will shape how the area grows for decades. From housing and business development to transportation and services, how you can have a say in what the future looks like.
I'm Dr. Kevin Burns. I'm an interventional radiologist at Good Shepherd Healthcare System, and this is the first hospital in the state of Oregon to have the Histosonics machine to non-invasively destroy liver tumors using ultrasound waves, and we've already successfully treated many patients here. We can treat one tumor, multiple tumors in the same setting, and so this is a very powerful therapy. And as we go on through the years, we're going to expand this to other organs so that we can provide excellent care for the patients of this community.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Imagine handing a local family the keys to a safe, affordable home. It all starts with land. At Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity, land is the most costly barrier to building affordable homes. Thanks to an anonymous donor and a local developer partnership, every donation is matched. We need to raise $370,000 to secure 3 buildable lots for future Habitat homes. Support thriving neighborhoods for generations. Donate today and your donation will be doubled to make an even greater impact.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
You got shortness of breath, chest pains, and a cough. Little things wipe you out, you can't shake it off. It might be long, long COVID. You got chills, rainfall, depression, fever, can't smell, taste. It be long COVID. One more time.
Good morning, Northwest, #1 in the morning. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now, on your side. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman. Your time is 6:30. Let's get you started off right with Chief Meteorologist Josh Culworth tracking the weather. Josh, we made it to Friday and everyone's looking forward to the weekend, so hopefully we have a good weekend in store.
Yeah, I do remember a couple days back when we were talking about winds and the potential for river flooding and like all the mountain snow. What happened? It's just a totally different ballgame now at this point. We still have some things to deal with, freezing lows possible over the next couple nights, but warming things up over the next 7 days and keeping the forecast mostly dry over the next 7 days. For now, we'll focus in on the lows that we could have over the next couple nights. And before we do that, we'll talk about the temperatures we have for this morning. 41 for the Tri-Cities, 43 for Yakima, 37 for Ellensburg. Have to bundle up as you're headed out the front door this morning. A little bit later today, only getting up into the 50s and 60s. We'll be about 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Okay, that freezing threshold is 32 degrees. We'll be very close to that for a lot of lower elevation spots for tonight. Less so for tomorrow night, but still 33 in the Kittitas Valley. That's a little too close for comfort. Those overnight lows going to be trending up over the next 7 nights. We'll be back into the mid 40s in the Yakima Valley by next Wednesday and Thursday night. But again, take those steps to protect the 4Ps over the next couple nights, especially the plants. That would be the big one around this time of the year. High temperatures trending up as well. We'll talk about that coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. The city of Yakima is now reopening its park bathrooms for the rest of the year. This undoes budget cuts that would have kept them closed. The Yakima City Council voted unanimously to spend $140,000 to reopen the bathrooms, with the money coming from one-time funds. The council also discussed funding the Washington Fruit Community Center and Franklin Pool throughout the year, but both topics will be revisited at a later time.
We've got these restrooms in the parks that we spent millions of dollars building. It's crazy not to use them. And so I think let's use them, and we'll figure out the money as we go forward.
With the bathrooms now reopening, the city is left with about $360,000 in reserve funds that it could spend on the fruit center and pool. We'll keep you posted there. Franklin County leaders want your input as they plan for the future. The county is working on updating its comprehensive plan. It's a long-term roadmap that helps guide growth and development over the next 20 years. Leaders say the plan lays out priorities for things like housing, transportation, economic growth, and public services. It also helps to decide where homes, businesses, and industrial areas should go across the county. One of the biggest goals right now is finding the right balance, making sure there's enough room for both new housing and business development as the county continues to grow.
You know, we have our zoning regulations, right? Do we have enough property zoned for small businesses or even large businesses to come in, or industry to come in? Do we have enough property zoned properly for housing?
Community members can share their input through open houses and an online survey as the plan continues to take shape through 2026. Looking for something to do this weekend? We've got you covered. This morning, we're talking about obstacle courses for the kids and a big book sale with thousands of titles up for grabs. All the details you want before you make your weekend plans. And here is a live look out of Kennewick this morning. Lovely little bird flying across the blue skies out there with a few scattered clouds. What you can expect as we move on, including your climate report with Josh after this.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust.
The excitement has arrived, and the grand reopening sale is on at all Walker's Furniture locations as we celebrate our newly remodeled stores featuring new outdoor patio showrooms with special financing now available this week at Walker's.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and Clearer Skin, I'm all in. Most people saw 90% clearer skin from head to toe. Skyrizi is only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
At Core Powder Coating, we bring metal to life. From industrialized parts to custom projects, we specialize in high-end finishes that protect, perform, and stand out. The 35-foot oven, 5-stage chemical wash, and climate control facility, we handle the jobs the others can't and do it right the first time. Core means commitment, organization, reliability, and excellence. And that's exactly what you'll get on every job. Core Powder Coating, where quality meets color. Visit corepowder.com or visit us in Richland.
Get ready to experience the elegance, feel the excitement, witness the #1 brand in burlesque. Saturday, July 11th at Legends Casino Hotel. It's a night of dazzling costumes and breathtaking performances you don't want to miss. Secure your seats today and prepare to be amazed. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. The Lala's Burlesque Show, Saturday, July 11th, Legends Casino Hotel.
Are you suffering with foot pain? April is Foot and Ankle Health Awareness Month, and Prosser Orthopedic Center podiatrist Dr. Jared Clifford is board certified and now accepting new patients. Dr. Clifford's services include arthroscopic ankle surgery, foot and ankle fractures, heel pain, diabetic foot care, and more. To schedule an appointment or learn more about podiatry services at Prosser Orthopedic Center, call 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org.
The excitement has arrived, and the grand reopening sale is on at all Walker's Furniture locations as we celebrate our newly remodeled stores featuring new outdoor patio showrooms with special financing now available this week at Walker's.
For legal reasons, some towns are turning off so-called flock cameras. Cameras cops use for tracking vehicles. So why is one local county buying more?
I think there's a benefit to our community.
Caleb Stipkovitz digs deeper. The flock camera debate. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
I saw my husband and co-host in Fallen Angels. You did not sign my program.
Next live from Broadway's Fallen Angels, Kelly O'Hara, plus Nia Long. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is that time of the week again. Time to talk those climate numbers. We start off with the seasonal rainfall numbers that we've been tracking since October 1st. And all the rainfall did us really good over the last couple of days because we're now seeing primarily green on this side of the graphic, which means we mostly have seasonal rainfall surpluses at this point. Very good surpluses for the lower Columbia Basin. And the surpluses are decent as well for the valleys and for the foothills. Now, still technically just, I would say we're almost breaking even right now for the Bluefoot Hills of Umatilla County. If you tabulated all the water that we have right now in the Yakima Basin, in the reservoirs, we still have 34% more than we would typically expect for this time of the year. But remember, just last week, this number was at plus 38. It's since dropped down to plus 34. We still have a lot of cushion to work with, but the problem is that I think that number is going to start to drop a little bit faster now that our snowpack deficit is at around 60 percentage points. So this is not a good number. And then over in the Blues, McKay Dam, only at 25% below where it should be for this time of the year, still matching the severe drought benchmark, but this number was at negative 32 percentage points just last week. But the snowpack situation is also very bad in the Umatilla, Walla Walla, and Willow basins, as we have 75% less than we typically would for this time of the year. So we're going to continue to watch those reservoir levels, the surpluses and the deficits drop down over time. And it does not look like we're going to have much assistance from any rainfall or snowfall over the next 7 days. Bad news for that situation, but great news for outdoor plans. We'll talk about all that coming up in a few minutes.
Sounds good, Josh. The Downtown Association of Yakima is working to keep the city's core vibrant through community projects and events. The nonprofit, focused on revitalization and economic development, is leading efforts to support local businesses and keep downtown active. Its annual flower program adds hanging baskets and planters throughout the area with help from volunteers and local planters and partners. Leaders say those details create a welcoming feel, while events like the farmers market and seasonal promotions draw people downtown and boost local shops.
And of course, we have Downtown Summer Nights coming up, which will be the third or the second and fourth Thursday of every month this year.
Organizers say events like Downtown Summer Nights, along with continued community involvement, are key to keeping downtown Yakima active and growing year-round. From community projects to community events, with the weekend right around the corner, there are plenty of ways to get out and enjoy the community, starting with Family Fun event focused on keeping kids active. Healthy Kids Day features a multi-station obstacle course with inflatables, climbing, crawling, and fast-paced challenges. The event is part of a nationwide initiative to encourage kids to stay active, especially heading into the summer. But if you are looking for something a little bit more low-key to get into, a big book sale is also happening this weekend at the Richland Library. Thousands of books will be available. Prices are affordable, with many books just $1 or less. And a $5 bag sale is happening on Saturday. Organizers say all proceeds go toward supporting local library programs. Your time is 6:41. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we have your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door on your Friday. Here's a live look from Yakima this morning. When we come back, Josh is talking about your weekend weather, and also, are there any chances of rain? Find out after this.
Calling all ladies. Thunder from Down Under is rolling into town. It's the Most Wanted 2026 tour. Saturday, May 9th at Legends Casino Hotel. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. The heat is rising, so grab the squad for the ultimate girls' night out back. Thunder from Down Under, May 9th at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish. Don't miss the Thunder.
Thinking about taking a break from the gas pump? Spring into savings with a new fuel-efficient hybrid electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. Show up and show off in a new class-leading turbocharged 2026 Sportage HEV or 2026 Sorento Hybrid with standard third-row seating. Either one can be yours for 0% APR for 48 months and make your first payment up to 90 days after driving it home. Test drive today at Overturf Kia. Overturf Kia, Highway I-182 and Road 100 exit on St. Thomas Drive, Pasco.
At Core Powder Coating, we bring metal to life. From industrialized parts to custom projects, we specialize in high-end finishes that protect, perform, and stand out. The 35-foot oven, 5-stage chemical wash, and climate control facility, we handle the jobs the others can't and do it right the first time. Core means commitment, organization, reliability, and excellence. And that's exactly what you'll get on every job. Core Powder Coating, where quality meets color. Visit corepowder.com or visit us in Richland.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home. I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Are you suffering with foot pain? April is Foot and Ankle Health Awareness Month, and Prosser Orthopedic Center podiatrist Dr. Jared Clifford is board certified and now accepting new patients. Dr. Clifford's services include arthroscopic ankle surgery, foot and ankle fractures, heel pain, diabetic foot care, and more. To schedule an appointment or learn more about podiatry services at Prosser Orthopedic Center, call 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our forecast staying mostly dry over the next 7 days, and it's because of this area of high pressure that is spinning off in the Pacific right now. That's kind of creating, you can think of it as like a dome around us, right? Not a heat dome, but a dome that's going to keep us dry, maybe like a warm dome, because we will be a good deal warmer as we head into next week. Okay, here's your day planner forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Just a beautiful day, lots of sunshine all throughout the day. Temperatures getting into the mid-50s by lunchtime, only low 60s for the warmest part of the day. So we're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year, but in the sunshine, it should feel pretty good. And there will be some breezes across the map for today, but definitely nothing in comparison to what we've had over the last couple of days. So for today in the Cascades, highs getting up into the 40s and 50s. I'm so happy for the Kittitas Valley. Y'all had like 50, 60 mile per hour gusts for the last couple of days. Today, gusts are going to have a hard time getting up to 15 miles per hour. In the Yakima Valley, lows are going to be, highs are going to be in the low 60s up and down the valley. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, highs right around 60 degrees. For the Blue Foothills, highs in the mid 50s. Can't rule out a stray sprinkle shower, 1 or 2 of those. Of course, you can track that yourself with the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. Then for the Blue Mountains, looking at temperatures getting up into the 30s and 40s, also a low-end chance that we could see a shower. This weekend in the Yakima Valley, we're going to have highs in the mid-60s, a little bit breezy for Saturday, a low-end chance of a shower on Sunday, the lowest chance you could have, 10%. And other than that, this is going to be a dry forecast for the Yakima Valley and a warmer forecast as well as we head into next week. You see, no one day is going to have a huge temperature shift. It's just going to be incremental step-ups. And I'd say the warmest bump up in temperature is going to be from Tuesday to Wednesday. That's only going to be a 4-degree temperature difference. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Lots of sunshine with highs in the 60s and eventually 70s over the next 7 days. In Yakima, some residual breezes today and tomorrow, then perhaps a shower on Sunday. In Ellensburg, finally a break from the winds through Sunday, then turning a little breezy next week, but it looks like it's going to pale in comparison to what we had for Wednesday and Thursday. And for Hermiston, a very pleasant stretch of spring weather ahead of us and back to sunny and 75 territory by next Thursday. Finally for Walla Walla, maybe a stray sprinkle today like we were talking about. Small shower and thunderstorm chances could come back around by Sunday and Monday. It looks like our most active stretch of weather we'll have over this next week, and those chances only at 10 to 20%. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, all the reaction from the NFL Draft. Round 1 in the books, with Indiana Hoosiers quarterback Fernando Mendoza headed to Sin City.
The Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza.
Mendoza taking in the moment at home in Miami, alongside his mom, Elsa, who lives with multiple sclerosis.
College was fantastic. I'm still blessed to have that career, but now I step into a great game of the NFL. Look forward to proving and earning it every single day.
Nearby, his high school's watch party cheering on their hometown hero. Notre Dame alum Jeremiah Love going to the Arizona Cardinals.
I feel very honored to represent the running backs, and I'm going to put on for them. I'm going to put on for all football players. I'm going to put on for Notre Dame. I'm going to put on for my family. And last, I'm going to put on for the Cardinals. We're going to do some special things together.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we're live from Pittsburgh with the biggest moments of the night. With your GMA First Look, I'm Sophie Flay, ABC News.
Because of McCoy's injury, maybe.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
Now, the morning sprint.
At 6:49 in your national headlines this morning, the war in Iran is continuing to drive up oil and gas prices. AAA says the national average for gas ticked up again, now just over $4 a gallon. Meanwhile, global oil prices remain high, with Brent crude holding above $100 a barrel. Officials say uncertainty around the conflict is keeping pressure on energy costs. A U.S. Special Forces soldier is accused of using inside information to profit from a military operation. Federal prosecutors say the soldier placed more than $30,000 in bets on a prediction market, wagering that Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro would be removed from power. Authorities say he made more than $400,000 in profits, allegedly using classified information from the operation. He now faces multiple federal charges. In your business headlines this morning, Nike is cutting jobs as the company looks to reset its business strategy. Officials say about 1,400 positions will be eliminated, mostly in technology roles. The company says the move is aimed at operating with more speed and efficiency. Analysts say the decision comes after a drop in sales as Nike shifts focus back to performance products. Kellogg's is serving up a blast from the past. For the first time in more than a decade, cereal lovers will find collectible toys tucked inside the boxes. Remember those? It's all part of a special promotion tied to Disney and Pixar's Toy Story 5. The limited edition boxes hit shelves nationwide on Sunday, ahead of the film's release June 19th. In health news, the federal government is moving to reclassify marijuana as a less restrictive drug. An order signed this week would shift it from Schedule 1, alongside drugs like heroin, to Schedule 3. Officials say that change would recognize potential medical uses, opening the door for more research. Nearly 150,000 portable generators are being recalled over safety concerns. The product has been linked to dozens of incidents, including a deadly case involving a 75-year-old woman. Consumer safety officials say anyone who owns the device should stop using it immediately and contact the company for a replacement. Talking sports now, the Seattle Seahawks ended the first round of the NFL draft by selecting Jadarian Price, a running back from Notre Dame. The pick for Seattle fills a need at running back for the team after Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker signed with the Kansas City Chiefs in the offseason. Now to the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. A 22-year-old Prosser man is in police custody after being arrested on multiple charges related to child sex abuse. The Benton County Sheriff's Office says the investigation began earlier this month before the suspect was taken into custody at a home in Prosser. Officials say the charges include rape of a child. The case remains under active investigation. A divided vote and heated debate in Kennewick. The school board just approved a new policy restricting how flags can be displayed in classrooms. The 3-2 decision limits permanent display of political flags, including those tied to movements or causes, while still allowing temporary use for lessons. The Washington Interscholastic Activities Association voted against a proposed change that would limit girls' sports to only biological females. The advisory amendment failed, with officials noting it would conflict with current state law. Meanwhile, a separate effort to ban transgender athletes from girls' sports is headed to the November ballot. Washington State Patrol is urging drivers to plan ahead after a DUI arrest in Moses Lake revealed a shocking result. Troopers say a driver registered a blood alcohol level of more than 5 times the legal limit. They hope the incident serves as a reminder to use a designated driver and report any erratic driving. All right, if you are looking for something to do this weekend, a couple of great options for families out there. A free Healthy Kids Day event is happening Saturday, featuring an obstacle course and hands-on activities. And if you're in the mood for something a little bit more low-key, a community book sale in Richland also underway. Organizers say it's a great way to support local programs with events happening throughout the weekend. Trending this morning, a sea turtle is back in her ocean home after overcoming some major challenges.
Her caretakers in the Florida Keys call her Nutella. 4 months ago, Nutella was found tangled in a fishing line, some of which she had swallowed.
Aw, poor thing. Well, the Turtle Hospital in the city of Marathon says she had tumors on her body and eyes. They were able to safely remove those, though. You see her there entering the water. The facility's manager says it was fitting to release her on Earth Day. Hope she enjoys being back at home, right?
Yes.
I'm glad they were able to take good care of her. Well, 2 bear cubs in California are causing quite a bit of trouble and drawing a lot of attention. One cub got stuck in a storm drain while the other climbed a tree and then, as you know, a lot of young kids might do, just refused to come down.
Just rebellious. Just
must be a toddler.
Yeah, just because you said so, Mom, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Rescue crews, excuse me, used food to help free the first cub, which eventually made its way out on its own.
Yeah, both cubs are now together again with their mother nearby keeping watch over them. I'm sure they're in serious trouble and also in good toddler fashion after refusing to come down, then took a nap, as you could see in that video.
You're going to your cave.
And then
Yep.
sleep, just like that. Funny how that works. All right, how's the weather working for us this weekend?
It is really working out. We're going to have lots of sunshine, very nice temperatures. Remember, Wednesday we had alert days all over the map, and now it's kind of, I'm not going to say ho-hum. It's much better than ho-hum. I'm smiling over the forecast. Let's go ahead and take a look at current temperatures. Not feeling too excellent out there. I mean, it's cold, 30s and 40s, so of course you're going to have to bundle up as you're headed out the front door. Your day planner forecast, we're going to be on the cooler side for a day in late April, mid-50s around lunchtime, low 60s for the warmest part of the day. So for today, across the map, 50s and 60s for lower elevations. I'm thinking plenty of sunshine, some residual breezes out there, maybe a leftover shower for the Bluefoot Hills, but this will be a mostly dry and a mostly sunny day. You'll have to take those steps tonight to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing, specifically more so just the plants. So that would be for tonight and tomorrow night. Gradual warm up over the next 7 days. We'll end up around 75 by next Wednesday and Thursday in the Tri-Cities. And the forecast staying mostly dry and mostly sunny as well. I can't find too many things to complain about with this one. What about you?
Yeah, I think that we've earned it after the last few days.
So.
Like, we worked for it. We went through some pretty gloomy days.
Yeah, universal balance, working back in the other direction this time.
There we go. All right, well, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, Good Morning America is up next, and we'll see you here at 8:30 for more local news and weather as the NFL draft continues tonight. Have a great weekend.